Welcome to San Antonio, where security is beefed up. The players are on the court, and the Fiesta shirts are in the stands. He's Corey Mose. I'm Jeff Jones, guys. It is time for the NBA Finals. Corey, game one tips off in an hour and a half, 2 hours from now. Let's talk all things Spurs, Knicks. These two teams got here in very different ways. San Antonio had 7 tough physical games with an overtime or 2 mixed in there. New York swept their opponent in 4 games. How will that pay off or hurt the Spurs?
You know, it's funny you bring that up, Jeff, because earlier today we actually talked to Luke Cornett during a shirt around, and he mentioned how this is different for them because in the series past, they were the team that rested. They were the team that had to wait to play their game, and they're actually excited to not have that long of a wait to get right back on the court after that Game 7 because waiting around is something that they don't really like. They just want to go back out there and hoop again, and now they're able to do that here tonight.
Hey, you know what they do like and what's a good indication for the Silver and Black? The injury report that came out today? 0 names on it. So even though they had that tough physical 7-game series against Oklahoma City, you know, they're feeling in a good place as far as injuries, and I expect them to look pretty good on the court. Speaking of guys who look pretty good on the court, Victor Wembanyama always brings it on the court. But Corey, who in addition to Wemby has to show up big tonight for the Spurs to leave here with smiles on their faces?
I think it's one of the guys that showed up big on Saturday night in Game 7, Julian Champagnie, the New Yorker himself, going against the team that he grew up watching. You know, he made over 6 threes in that Game 7, and you could just see how the offense is completely different when Champagnie is hitting shots, and so that's something that he's going to have to do in this series as well.
Champagnie playing against his hometown team, the Knicks' Jordan Clarkson also playing against his hometown team. The player I picked that has to step up big in this one of the first players on the court for the Spurs today, Dylan Harper. I stood over here and I watched Harper shoot 8 threes in a row, made them all, barely hit the rim. It seems like he's locked in right now. We'll see how it looks when the Spurs call for him off the bench for the first time, which I imagine will be pretty early.
Also a New Yorker, by the way.
A New Yorker, by the way, went to Rutgers, so he's a Northeast kind of guy. Yeah, they're looking for a little vengeance on their hometown team. We'll see if they can get it. Guys, we are back here live courtside for another report from the Spurs-Knicks Game 1 in the 6 o'clock show.
They already got the national anthem set.
Everyone needs to practice. Not only the players need to get their reps in, okay, the singers have to be singing tonight.
Got to be ready for it. All right, we'll be checking in. Thanks, guys.